Hey, welcome to the Myofascial Project. My name is Cassidy Phillips, founder of Trigger Point, and I review products so that you don't have to. This is HYAKO Pro R1 Massager. HYAKO R1 Pro Massager. And you know what? I've used this in videos and I was like, you know what? I think it's kind of cute. It's cool. It's heavy, but let's talk about it for a minute. The weight is about 1.7 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways of using it. And it's got a pivot head, which I think is good because it's hard to overwork the tissue when that's there. The vibration itself is 5,500 or 7,500 RPM. You can purchase it for 120 bucks or you can pay up to 250 bucks. That's crazy. Now, the battery type, it's conflicting. The website itself isn't very clear on what it actually is, but it is USB-C, and I'm a huge fan of USB-C because that is what makes things simple. Now, the country of origin, some places say it's China, some other places say it's US. I'm a betting man, I'm gonna say it's China. There is no patent on this product, and the brand warns, not for injuries, not for inflammation, not for acute injuries. The sessions for this product are roughly, they say, between 10 and 15 minutes. I can't imagine using it for that long. Let me just talk about this for a minute. This is grippy. I love the grippy sensation here because you can actually move the fascia around. The superficial fascia, which sits right at the skin level here. I do like that. In this blue knob right here, I love it because you can, once again, you can push the tissue around with it. See, if I'm working through this tissue, you can see the skin ripple up. And I love that you can move the tissue, and when it's vibrating, then it's gonna accentuate that much more, create that kind of tissue confusion so that you can get blood and oxygen through the muscle itself, through the fascia itself, through the skin itself. I do really, really, really like that. This right here, I bought a long time ago. A therapist recommended that I buy it. So I was like, I'll get this rapid release therapy product. Rubber-ish, more plastic than rubber, plastic, little rubber-ish here, plastic, rubber-ish here. The head doesn't really swivel or pivot, it rotates. But listen to this thing, let's see, right? That's a lot of vibration. It's 10,000 RPMs of vibration. And so the real question here is why? What's the purpose of this? Why does it vibrate so much? And I can't answer that question. Now, if you're trying to get into intrinsic muscles, if you're trying to get into the joints, if you're trying to get into the connective tissue, and you really need something specific to get in there, I say yes, go ahead and do it, but I'd actually probably have a practitioner do it. I don't know that I would do that on my own. I would maybe, but for you at home, you have to think liability. What's the greatest liability of them all? Am I gonna hurt myself? And if I'm gonna hurt myself, if it's even close to being able to hurt myself, why am I gonna do it to myself? And so this right here, believe it or not, $999. Let me repeat that, $999. And you know what? I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta have this. It's gotta be in my arsenal. I gotta use it every day. I have used it once, maybe twice. And the problem is, to get the battery off, you gotta have this special device to get the battery out. I can't even get it out on its own. So it takes this battery, and the other problem is, when it heats up, it smells like burnt plastic. That's not good. They've made some smaller ones, still premium price. And what I say is a premium price delivering a premium result. And in this case, I just don't think it is. And when you go onto Amazon, the reviewers feel the same way. It's just not giving the end user what they need. So then you go, okay, well, let's go back to this $150 product. Is this handheld device something that is usable for $150? And I go, well, if I look at it that way, and this is USB-C, and this one here is its own charging device, and then I go, okay, well, let me see. That doesn't feel bad. Opens up the eardrum. I can push the tissue around with it. I can go into my jaw. Doesn't hurt. Opens up that jaw. In one of my recent videos, I show how you can use it in the connective tissue in the ankle. I can use it into the elbow for some tennis elbow-ish type issues. I use it into the hand for some carpal tunnel type issues. Really, if I'm gonna use this product, I'm really only gonna use this rubber tip. I'm not gonna use these harder ends. I have, and I just think that mirrors that kind of feeling of a human hand. It gives some give. I like it. I do agree with it. And you can actually use this as well and push it through the tissue. So if I'm comparing the two, if I'm going to spend some money, I'm going to put this crazy thing here. I'm going to put this in the category of you shouldn't. I don't believe that you should buy this product. Now, maybe a practitioner has a way of using this that you don't, and hats off to them. I think that they're in a different place, different time, and they can utilize the product in a better way. If I am an end consumer and I just want something to work on the intrinsic muscles, I want to be able to just get some vibration, confuse the tissue, open it up, give me some range of motion, I'm going to go with this crazy little HYAKO R1 Pro. It's cheap. And the bonus is, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you don't like it, send it back. That's a beautiful thing about Amazon.